Stop dropping frames, stream, please. It's just the start screen. I'm already at 500 dropped frames. How do you like that, guys? Hello everyone. Hello Yuna. Hello Alter. Hello Zone. Hello Lucas. Or Duck with corpse paint. Hello Rex. How are you guys doing? How is everyone? Hello Aaron. Hi everyone. How are you doing? Yeah, today we are I didn't really feel like doing like an art stream. Oh my god, why is my I know, I'm just not gonna look at the dropped frames number. I'm just gonna pretend like I cannot see all the frames I'm losing. I'm sure it'll pick itself up. I'm just gonna not look at it. It's fine, whatever. Oh god. Anyways, today, oh god, hi Kimberly, how are you doing? I didn't really feel like doing a proper art stream because I'm very tired and I'm just doing commissions right now, and I feel bad drawing something that's not commissions right now. So I was like, I'm gonna do something else. And I'm back home, as you guys know, from the horrible internet. This is not my internet, it's my parents' internet. And so I was like, man, why don't I look through like old sketchbooks? Let me just turn on background music, there you go. And I did prepare a PowerPoint actually. Well, it's not a PowerPoint, it's a PDF. Hi Mystery and hi Zephan! How are you guys doing? So yeah, we are gonna look at some old art because I think it's fun. Like, I honestly think it's really funny to look at old art, especially at like really old art, because like you kind of forget that you have even done some of this stuff. And also like it's just satisfying to know that I don't draw like that anymore. And also like 12-year-old Lera was occasionally on crack. I don't know, like I was like quickly like looking for some of the stuff to show on stream. And I was like, I literally don't remember doing this. I would like to free myself from all responsibility and say I didn't like draw that, but it was very obviously me, so I don't think I can use that as an excuse. But some of that shit I don't even remember drawing it. By the way, Phoenix told me to say something positive about your 12-year-old art, but I'm not gonna say what it was so you don't go on a rant. I don't understand though. Like, I posted like the stream and some people were like, "Oh Lera, don't say bad things about your art." But like, it's fine. Like, I don't draw like that any. First of all, that's not representative of my art anymore. Second of all, like, I just genuinely don't care. Like, I personally think it's funny. So, like, it doesn't really feel to me like I'm bringing myself down or anything, because that's not even me anymore. So it's kind of whatever. Be gentle to past Lera. No, we can't do that, I'm sorry. You have to accept some critique when you to get a big head or something. I'm trying to. And then people were trying to convince me that my 12-year-old art is nice. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, let's be for real. Art I did 10 years ago is not that good, and that's okay. That's normal. I think it will be more of a problem. I think it would be more of a problem if I looked at my 12-year-old art and thought, yeah, this is great. Like, come on. It's more concerning if you don't see any improvement. So it's kind of whatever. It's not representative of my current skill, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Are we gonna see that one length of that one cover from long ago? No. This is all gonna be traditional art. This is purely stuff from sketchbooks. So this is actually art of mine that I don't think anyone has really seen. I don't think that anyone has actually seen most of these drawings, because that was like way ages ago. I wasn't on the internet. Like, I couldn't send it to anybody. So like a lot of this art nobody has actually ever seen before. So it's just like exclusive. Lera, don't be sad. I'm not sad. So yeah, you're 7 minutes late. It's okay, Minami. You're just gonna have to stay 7 minutes behind after the stream to make up for it. Oh, trust me, there is land art there. Trust me. Oh my goodness. I did keep out like a lot of the cringe stuff. I'm sorry, you cannot blame me, but there was a lot of stuff that I was like, yeah, I cannot show this. Like, there was some stuff there, but I was genuinely like, yeah, I am not showing that. I don't wanna, like, completely ruin how these people perceive me. I only wanna ruin how they perceive me a little bit. I don't wanna completely kill, like, what's the little reputation I have at the cringe of best stuff. There's definitely some cringe in there, don't worry. But I'm sorry, like, I was like, some of it was like, I was genuinely like, man, I watched too much anime back then. I watched like way too much anime back then. Anyways, without further ado, maybe one day I will show you guys even worse stuff. Maybe one day if I'm generous, but for today, we're gonna have to see like the moderate stuff. But it's still bad, trust me. Oh my god. Okay, so it should be here on this side. So we're gonna go buy sketchbooks. I have found a bunch of sketchbooks. So this one you see here, hello DJ, how are you doing? Is my first ever sketchbook, or like at least definitely one of the first, but I'm pretty sure it's like the first one that I got in Spain. Is the Charlie art? Charlie came a little bit later actually than most of these drawings. Charlie was like way later than some of these drawings actually, I'm pretty sure. I think I got Charlie around high school time. This is like secondary school. This is like 8th grade. But if I'm gonna show you, is from around 2013 to like 2016. If this is like stuff from like when I was 12 to maybe like 15 years old. I think I got Charlie like a little bit later than that. So yeah, this is like my first sketchbook that I got when I just moved to Spain. And that sketchbook, I had a very bad, I never finished sketchbooks, so none of these are finished sketchbooks. And just a heads up, I drew a lot of Monster High art back then, and I basically omitted most of the Monster High art because like it was just it was too much of it and no one really cares. But just so you know, for every drawing I show, there's 5 more Monster High drawings that I didn't show. So the first drawing in this sketchbook is this Rainbow Dash Gijinka. I would like to bring some attention to her beautiful build, her wonderful figure, her amazing badonkers, and how short her arm is and how long her other arm is. Extremely uneven, very beautiful. Good job, Lera. You really popped off with this one. Look at the detail in the wings. That's what I'm talking boobies. I drew like fucking badonkers back then, so some of these. Then we have Kagamine Rin. Now, if you're wondering, I still don't know how to draw feathers, actually, I'm pretty sure. If you're wondering why they are both so red, the explanation is, I only had one set of pencils. They were like, was like smudgy pastel pencils that you could smudge. And I didn't have like a light skin color. There wasn't like a color that's like, you know, light skin. So I had to adapt and improvise. And I just mixed together like orange and pink and hoped for the best. And all of them are really red. Like, yeah, Jimmy Neutron head. This isn't even my Jimmy Neutron head era. My huge head era was like way later, and it was actually worse. It was during my digital art time. But yeah, this is beautiful. Next we have this amazing Just be friends, Luca. I drew so much Vocaloid fan art, it's not even funny. You may not like his peak performance looks like. Yeah, they're just already sunburned. Yeah, that one is okay. I think the hatching made it look better. Like, I think hatching, like, really made it better. You can see a bit of Monster High art through it. Can you see a bit of Monster High art, like, behind her? It's kind of showing through. That's the most you're gonna see. I hid most of the Monster High art, and it froze. Wait, it's okay. Yeah, we just drew Lera from Monster High as an anime girl. See, guys, I kept some Monster High art, but not everything. And I think this girl looks... she looks so sad. Look at her, she's crying. This is still better than anything my 12-year-old self could do. I mean, like, I was definitely, like, you know, a kid that drew a lot. So my art was, like, better than, like, a lot of other kids that age. But it was still bad. Lucinda Gray. No, that's not Lucinda Gray. I think Lucinda's design wasn't, like, solidified yet. So that's all I could show you from this sketchbook. Next we have this sketchbook, Dibujo. They're all Spanish sketchbooks, as you may guess, by the way. Okay, this sketchbook was really funny. Because on one page, it had Kagaminerin, peace sign, Vocaloid 2, right? But on the next page... You're struggling with some multiplication there? 12-year-old Lera, what's going on, girlie? You alright? Why was I doing my homework in the sketchbook? Like, look at this, like, scratch marks. I think I was having a mental breakdown, guys. Like, I think I was losing it. Look at all these, like, marks around it. I think I was not having a good day. Like, this sketchbook just went from, like, Kagaminerin to I fucking hate existing. Very quickly. Math jump scare, basically. Can you still solve them? Oh, I have no idea what the fuck this is. Like, I think this is, like, multiplying, like, those numbers that have a dot in them. I don't even remember what they're called anymore. I have no idea what this says. I genuinely don't know. I don't even know if these are right because I have no clue whatsoever. That's past me's problem. Okay, some more Monster High art for you guys, since you know I'm a big Monster High art. I would like to please bring her attention. I got some better pencils by this time, as you can tell. I now have more colored pencils. Look at her eyes, man. Aren't they gorgeous? It's not Maverick, it's an edgy background for a Vocaloid MV. Maybe, it could be. Okay, so the next sketchbook is all covered in Monster High stickers. Can you help me with map home or something later? Oh, yeah, sure. You can rely on me. You can rely on me. So this sketchbook is, can you guys tell I really liked Monster High when I was 12? Can you guys tell I was a big Monster High fan? I don't know, I'm just getting this idea that I liked Monster High back then. I'm not too sure, though. So this sketchbook is actually really great because it really shows my range as an artist. So first we have this flower. It looks like it's drawn with, like, crayons or oil pastels, you know, something like that. Very nice texture. Very pretty. Next, we have another flower, this time with some dry pastels. Very nice, very beautiful. Then we have a furry. Then it just goes immediately straight into furry art. This is me straying from God. I strayed from God so quickly. I went from cute flower to furry art immediately somehow. That was incredible. Then it escalates even quicker because then you get Lera X Len. Here I ship, this is ship art I did of myself and Kagamine Len. Hi Kyoko, how are you doing? This is me and Kagamine Len singing magnet together. I mean, this is pretty normal for a 12-year-old, I guess, so like, I think I don't need to explain exactly why I did this, but what? Yeah, this is my art from when I was 12 years old, Kyoko. I drew myself with Kakamine Len. Look at this butterfly. Is it a real butterfly? It looks like I'm about to squash it between my face and my shoulder. Neurons activated between flowers on this. No, for real, it really just went from 0 to 100 so quickly. And this is what it means to have range as an artist, guys. This is exactly what it means to have range as an artist. You can draw, if you can draw just about anything, you know, you're a good artist. So then I tried to be, I guess I tried to be a normal artist some more. I tried to, you know, draw some, I don't know, shading practices, some shapes. Yeah, good job, Lera. I guess you are going back to the proper path. And then I was like, CL Phantom Hive! This lasted like 1 page and then it immediately went to CL Phantom Hive art. So, at this stage in my life, from when I was like 12 to maybe 14, or like a bit older even, my main 4 interests were Vocaloid, Monster High, Black Battler, and Clannad. I was obsessed with those 4 things. Like Black Battler and Clannad were like my favorite animes. I still really like Vocaloid, as you guys know. And I also was really into Monster High, so I mostly drew those 4 things. Yeah, Black Battler, my Black Battler phase was really strong. I found a lot of like really cringe female CL art in some of these sketchbooks. I think I was projecting. I think I was like, what if CL was a girl and she looked like me? I am not showing you those, by the way. It's very cursed. Yeah, here's the Clannad art. Here's the Clannad. I know what 3 of those are. This is Clannad. I think I copied these from like official Clannad art because they look a little bit too like clean and too much like the actual Clannad art style. And then there's these really like detailed background Vocaloid arts. Like, these are so like, why? I cannot even imagine myself sitting down today to like, with pencils, you know how thin colored pencils are? And it's just like A4 sheets as well. Like, imagine me today sitting down and like manually coloring in all of this stuff with a pencil. I literally cannot imagine myself do that. Like, I was insane back then. I clearly didn't have anything to do. Young Lera decided to flex. Hi Anna, how are you doing? Like, I really said, you know what, full background Project Diva music videos. These 2 do kind of slay. Like, I gotta say, these 2 do kind of slay. I'm telling you, this sketchbook, it really had range. This sketchbook showed my full range. And like, at the last page of the sketchbook, for some reason, there is just this. I don't know what it means. Is anyone here a child psychologist? Can someone here explain to me what exactly this was? Because I don't even, like, remember doing this. Why smaller background? Better than mine. You know how it is. I've always been into backgrounds. What are you doing? You should be studied by a child psychologist. Yeah, just give the child psychologist my sketchbook. Like, just give them this kind of thing. I'm like, flower, furry, Len Kagamine self-ship art. Okay. CL Phantom Hive Clannad. Vocaloid, and then just like random water. It looks like raindrops, yes, but what does it mean? Why did I draw this? Rain jump scare. Oh god. And there's like, I think you can see like an imprint. It looks like a Monster High drawing to me personally. It might be like an imprint of another Monster High drawing. Who knows? There's like something there. Okay, this is my next sketchbook. And this is from when I really got into Cry. And you cannot be mad at me because I didn't know. Nobody knew Nobody knew back then this was appropriate at the time. I was a big Cry fan. I was like really into his videos, but I didn't know. Nobody knew, and those black squares is me censoring some stuff that was written on it because for some reason I had my name and my class on this sketchbook. I don't know why, even though like this is literally like not a school sketchbook. Maybe it's just because in case I lose it at school or something like that, because I did take my sketchbooks to school a lot. So if you see black squares, that's just me censoring personal information most of the time. Block para esbozo. Nobody knew about the guy. My lord, not Cry. Yeah, I didn't know any better. And just a content warning. There is a lot of Cry doodles in the future because I was really into him. He was like the only YouTuber I watched at the time. I'm sorry, okay? You're gonna see more of this because I liked him back then. I apologize. It's not my fault. Okay, so this was my Yuri watching era. What's a Cry? It was a YouTuber who made like gaming videos, and this was like his mascot. This little guy was his mascot, and then he later, like some years later, way after, he was like, yeah, I used to groom minors, so nobody likes him anymore. I apologize, I used to like him back then. But yeah, that's the context for you guys who don't know who he was. Lucky you. Yeah, he was a Let's Player, and then things went south like 10 years later. But anyways, so this was my Yuri watching era. I was really into Akuma no Riddle. It was like my favorite, one of my favorite animes. These two were like, they were quint, they slayed. I loved them so much. So, how it turns stable, you know how it be with famous YouTubers, guys. Classic. So this sketchbook specifically has this like signature thing that I did. If you look at the line art on them, so I got this really nice black gel pen that was really thin. It was really fucking thin. But I basically did this kind of specific line art where I like filled stuff in with black, and I tried to do like line like variation, you know, to make it like thicker and thinner in some places. It took forever. This line art took forever. Like I clearly remember how long it took me to line my art back then. I don't know why I did that, but I did it, and it looked really good. Like I feel like it just made my art look like a lot better quality wise, just because like I put like the extra effort to make like the line variation and fill in some stuff with black. So like it creates this like fake feeling of my art actually being good. So yeah. And more Black Butler art because I told you guys. I told you. It actually looks decent as I wrote some places. Yeah, I'm telling you, the line art like really helped me fake being able to draw back then. More Black Butler art because I was insane about Black Butler back then. And I got into The Last of Us, and I got into The Walking Dead right after I got into The Last of Us around this time. So there's gonna be a lot of art about that as well in the future, because that was around the time I got into The Last of Us and stuff like that. So here's my attempt at drawing Clementine from The Walking Dead. She looks bad, but I did background as well. I love backgrounds even back then. Isn't that crazy? Like the fact that I drew backgrounds even back then is just wow, Lera. You really like backgrounds for some fucking reason. Looks interesting for sure. Hi, Amorwave, welcome. So I also got into those like horror RPG maker games at the time, and my favorite was Vtuber. Look at this beautiful Vtuber drawing, guys. Wait, his arms, look how short his arms are. Look how long his fucking legs are. Like, imagine what he looks like if he stood up. I think he would be taller than the ceiling. Like, he's way too tall. And just the doll ending of Vtuber. Look at these dolls, they're so creepy, man. I know they're supposed to be creepy, but something about these dolls being drawn by a 13-year-old probably at this time they're so cursed. I hate them. I really do. These are horrible. The way he stalls that curling. Yeah, look at look at this. Oh my god. Oh, this is so funny. He's so tall. Like, imagine what he would look like if he just stood up. Lera, I have questions to ask. Go ahead. You can ask me anything. I'm ready to take the blame for baby Lera. I'm here to shield her with my power of being an adult and justify all of her actions. She did nothing wrong. So why do you hate RPG horror now? Because I played a bunch of them and now they all like feel the same to me. Also, they don't make them as they used to. They do not make them as they used to, Aaron. You gotta agree with me. They're just not the same anymore. Who's so looking at stars? Look at that background though. Why was I so into backgrounds even back then? Okay, so next we have the Lenka Gamine harem. Again, I think this is pretty justified art for a 13-year-old. I think for a 13-year-old, this is like fairly normal. Yeah, it has Punkish Land, Benzen Land, Remote Control Lands, and Bonsakura Land, Normal Land, and what was this one called? But I drew him from the Tokyo Teddy Bear, like, MV, because I saw like a video on YouTube where someone put this model to Tokyo Teddy Bear and it looked good. The Punkish Land drawing, the Landiverse. Oh my god. So yeah, look at these. I hate it so much. Why did I draw that? Like, I have so many questions. I work on video game, and for that trailer, I think the remember would be super fitting. I mean, you could use it if you want to. I don't really care, but it was a fans made game for Yumeniki, so if you don't mind the fact that it was already made for a different game, like that song was specifically written about a different game, if that doesn't bother you, just go ahead. You can have it, I don't care. You can use it if you want to. The Len looks like Yippee. Which one? They all look like Yippee. The eyes on the Len in the middle, this one. Look at him, he's so beautiful. He's avoiding eye contact. Oh my god. I really thought this line I would just like save the drawings, you know? The middle one, there's two middle ones. So top middle or bottom middle? Oh god, I don't know why I drew this, I'm sorry. Okay. Just my beautiful photo art of Ellie from The Last of Us. Look how realistic she looks. Look at that pencil rendering. How much money for like this? $5,000. I'd begin. She looks so depressed. I mean, this is from Winter. Like, I could tell exactly what's in this. This is when she's pointing her bow at David. So yeah, she has nothing to smile about. Nothing to smile about at her point of life. There. Where's the big forehead? Leave her alone, you monster! So yeah. Let me have some water. Oh my god, I hate it here. So why did I decide to show you people this? I'm so ashamed now. Okay. So yeah, this is my Ellie art. So at this point I started drawing Lucinda, or at least her like solidified finalized design. And as you can see, occasionally I would pop off. Like, look at this drawing on the left. Occasionally I would just pop off. Look at this sky. Look at this background. And look at this coloring. Look at that dress. I don't know why her dress is green. I don't think I've ever drawn Lucinda wearing green in my life after that. But like, this is popping. This drawing on the left is low-key popping. Princess face. Hi Finch, welcome. I wonder what happened to make her angry. Yeah, I wonder what could possibly happen to her. Oh my god. I even included a boat. Like, you know, guys, this is what I call a detailed background. This is what I would charge like $60 for these days or more. Like, this is the kind of background I would charge a lot of money for these days, so you know. This is beautiful. Hi, Spitfire. Princess Lucinda, the Mushroom King. Yeah, exactly. Do you know Lucinda Gray? I'm just her big fan, so I drew lots of fan art of her, you know. You guys really like the boat. The boat looks quite nice, doesn't it? Oh my god, yeah. It looks quite gorgeous. I mean, look at the waves hitting the rock and everything, you know? Like, popped off. Honestly, popped off with this one. Pretty good. Was she Christian? No, I just probably looked at like some Lolita dresses, and a lot of Lolita dresses for some reason have crosses and stuff like that on them, like very often, and I was like, yeah, this works. Okay, so around this time, I think Duck Friend was starting to form, because this is actually Duck Friend's like original design. This is what Duck Friend used to look like, guys. Can you believe it? This is what Duck Friend actually looked like initially. He had a really round beak. He was so ugly back in the day. He was so ugly back in the day. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. And I don't know why she's being attacked by ducks. This Duck Friend Jesus. We got the rare sighting of Duck Friend Jesus up there. And I don't know why I drew Scooby-Doo. I have Scooby-Doo with Duck Friend next to him there. I don't know why I drew Scooby-Doo. I was never into Scooby-Doo, or at least not into it enough to draw fan art. I am assuming that was one of the cases where somebody asked me to draw something and I just did it. Someone was probably like, ooh, can you draw Scooby-Doo? And I was like, yeah, here you go. I'm assuming that's what happened here. I don't have any other explanation for this. Scooby-Doo x Duck Friend. Instead of toads, she has duck friends. No, it's definitely not me. I never had long hair, and I never had long red hair. I've had short hair like my whole life, basically, so... Definitely not me on this drawing. Okay, next we... This is a new sketchbook, guys. And we see the lesbian from Akuma no Riddle carrying Cry. Don't fucking ask me, okay? Like, I have no explanation. I have no explanation for this. Just don't ask me. I cannot explain, okay? Oh god, this sketchbook is actually really funny. So this sketchbook is apparently where I got really good at pencil rendering. So here's the lesbian again. I drew her a lot. All I did was draw these fucking Akuma no Riddle lesbians, apparently. I don't know. I just really liked them. Okay, leave me alone. So, I got like pretty good at pencil rendering at this point. Because like, the drawing is bad. Don't get me wrong, the eyes are really uneven. But that hair looks pretty nice. Like, the hair is pretty nicely drawn. Like, you know, like, I think I got really good at pencils at this stage. Because this genuinely looks good. And I didn't even remember this sketchbook, like, at all. So I was flipping through it yesterday. And I saw the next drawing and I was like, wow. This is also some really neat pencil art, you know? Like, that's, I don't know who that is. Maybe that's like Lucinda's mom early design, perhaps? I have a feel like that might be it. I'm not entirely sure who this is. It looks like Lucinda's mom a little bit. But yeah, that's really good, like, pencil, like, technique, you know? Like, I was definitely getting at something. And the next one is this Gravity Falls drawing. Also really cute and well drawn with a pencil again. That's around the time I got into Gravity Falls. I really liked Gravity Falls as well. It's still my favorite cartoon, probably. Like, Gravity Falls is to this day my favorite cartoon. Like, the best cartoon ever made, man. So this is also some good pencil stuff, right? And I was flipping through the sketchbook, and I saw these 3 drawings, and I was like, wow, I really popped up with this sketchbook. I can't wait what else it has. So it's literally empty for the rest of it. There is literally nothing else in this sketchbook. I drew those 3 beautifully rendered pencil drawings, and I never drew in it again. I just fucking didn't. You can tell how your current style was coming from these. Gravity Falls is amazing, like actually. Like, just so you know, this sketchbook had 120 fucking pages, and I used 3 of them. And I was like, yeah, never mind, never again. You should continue, yeah, I should pick up this sketchbook and just do really detailed pencil art. I don't know, I had commitment issues. Like, barely any of the sketchbooks I'm showing you were finished. Like, I just never finished sketchbooks. Okay, so this next sketchbook was very generously labeled as 2016, so we actually know what year this was. On the spine of the sketchbook it said 2016, so I very generously actually labeled that one. All of these I'm just kind of going off of guesses and like my approximate like memory of when I drew in these. But this one, I don't know why, but I labeled it. So this one is from 2016, so I was 15 years old at this point. I was 15 years old here. And this sketchbook didn't have a lot to show. Like, this sketchbook didn't really have a whole lot in it that's like worth showing, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, 7 years ago. But it had this drawing that says, it has Lucinda with like floaties and stuff, and it says, I know how to swim, those are just decorations, and it's totally not threatening red colored font. So my question is, does Lucinda not know how to swim? Is this lore? Is this canon information? Does Lucinda not know how to swim, guys? Hello, I'm under the water? Like... Yeah, that's red, Minami. I also didn't finish this drawing. I had a problem finishing drawing. But it does look like blood. Like, that font looks extremely threatening. But like, yeah, Lucinda apparently can't swim, guys. New lore. This is a canon event. Yeah, this is a canon event. This is when I entered my Melanie Martinez phase. I was really into Melanie Martinez at that time. I drew every single song on the fucking Crybaby album. And I'm extremely embarrassed just looking at this. Like, just looking at this drawing gives me so much fucking cringe. I fucking hate it here. No, I didn't decide to give her white hair, I just didn't finish the drawings. I had issues with finishing sketchbooks and even more issues with finishing drawings. It's good though. I'm not a big fan of her anymore. It's kind of whatever, but like, I really like the Crybaby album, don't really care for her newer stuff. I just didn't really like anything else she made after the Crybaby album. Wasn't she in a controversy or something? Oh yeah, she definitely was. That was like way after as well. I already stopped listening to her, I think, at that time. And then the whole controversy happened. And then she just like disappeared for forever, and then she came back. But K for 12 was like really bad. I didn't like it at all, so I don't know. I don't really care for her anymore. Doesn't affect me. Look how big her head is! Imagine if she drew gorillas. I used to draw gorillas fan art. I don't have any here. I do have some gorillas fan art. I saw it in like a newer sketchbook actually. I used to draw Noodle a lot because I really liked her. Jimin, yeah. Look how, like, I don't know, maybe I was trying to do a chibi? But for a chibi, her body proportions are not, like, they're too, like, realistic. When her head is gigantic. I have no idea what's going on, and note how I also never finished this. Like, by the way, as you can see from these drawings, at this point I started using markers. I still used pencils a little bit, but I didn't use pencils that much. I kind of moved on to marker drawings at this point, so yeah. And I also got a white gel pen, so I used a lot to do highlights. That was like my whole thing for a while. I did marker drawings with like white gel pen highlights. I'm just like Sailor Moon! Don't you ever insult Sailor Moon like that, Spitfire. Oh god, I'm so embarrassed about that next one. I'm so embarrassed about that next one! Can I please, somebody explain this drawing to me? Somebody please explain! What does this mean? What does this mean? What am I looking at? I don't understand! Why does it say I'm so manly next to it? Is this Furio Tigre before Furio Tigre, guys? Is this Furio Tigre before Furio Tigre? Is this my attempt at drawing men? What are we looking at? I don't know. Look at his shirt, guys. It's opening up because he's so muscular, clearly, because that's exactly how... Look at his face! I don't know! I don't know what this is! I have so many questions, guys! And I don't have any answers! So I'm just gonna move on to the next drawing, I think. I wish I understood, I really do. We can tell your type is still showing through Furia! Epic for a moment. I hate this so much. I fucking hate it so much. I don't wanna... I don't even remember this. I don't even want to think about this drawing, honestly. Okay. This is the next sketchbook. And I censored some writing that was on it as well. But it had Len, Ciel, and Foucault from Clannad because, yeah, those were still my three really strong interests, guys. Like 4 years later, Vocaloid, Black Babbler, and Clannad phases were still going strong. Monster High, not as much anymore. But those three fucking survived. Monster High might have died for me already at this point, more or less. But these three stayed strong, because I believe this sketchbook is also from 2016-ish. Like, I'm assuming it's around the same time as this previous sketchbook. So yeah, what is that? Don't worry about it too much. Imagine young Lera seeing Furio art. Oh my god, imagine. So this sketchbook, I gotta be honest with you, that was a really full sketchbook. Like, it had a lot of art in it, but I cannot show you like a good half of it. Because I don't know why I did like half of that. I did my best to pick out stuff from this sketchbook, but oh my god, this sketchbook needs to be burned, like for real. I'm not even kidding right now. But do enjoy these really small Illuminatis that I drew on the first page. The photo is so blurry because they are literally tiny and I couldn't take a focused picture of them. They were like really small. Oh my god. Bills, yeah, just tiny little bills. So, out of the more decent stuff in this sketchbook, we had this, another beautifully drawn background. I guess I went back to pencil, I don't really know. The mushroom had killed Tonerion. Bill Cipher had children. Yeah, this Lucinda reading, the beautiful background, some nice pencil work as well. Good job, Lera. See, I started doing lighting at this point. You see, we got the candle light and everything. That's when I started doing lighting. She's a very book person. Okay, so... I'm gonna die just looking at this. I'm assuming I was learning how to draw men. And that was the most I did. I don't think I ever drew men again after this. But at least I tried, you know? Like, I can at least get the I tried participation award for this. And a Furio prediction, yeah, everything everything is just actually like, it was all just leading to my Furio Tigre addiction. Look at the Giga Chat in the center! Oh my god. Yeah, this is Furio Tigre, guys. Oh my god, it does look like Furio Tigre. Man, everything really happens for a reason, guys. Everything really does just happen for a reason. Like, the fact that you could predict my future with this stuff, it makes so much sense. No, for real, like, this actually hurts. This physically hurts me. The way you can, like, just tell my future from these drawings is a little bit scary, don't you think? 8 heads! 6 heads! I am not going to elaborate any further on this drawing. Child psychologist! Can we please have a child psychologist? I'm actually dying. I'm actually crying so hard at this. This is actually so funny. Oh my god, it's actually so funny. Lera, are you okay? I literally don't know what this means. I actually don't. I have tears in my eyes. I should not be laughing at this, but I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means, guys. Like, this looks like Lucinda. This might be OC lore. I actually don't know. Is this stream appropriate? Not anymore. Not fucking anymore. This is actually, like, this is why this sketchbook is cursed. You need the therapy. I have no explanation. I'm so sorry you had to witness that. I have no explanation. I can't. I don't know what that meant, guys. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. That actually set me. Like, I have seen that drawing when I was putting it on here, but it still caught me off guard. That drawing, it still caught me off guard even though I put it there. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. Detective Conan. I haven't seen Detective Conan, but I believe you. So that was fun. So these are me just casually changing the subject. So this sketchbook is when I started designing Lucinda's many sisters. So these are some of the first drawings I did of Lucinda's sisters. Some of these features survived. Like, this one on the left basically looks the same still. But this one on the right, I don't know what the fuck she's wearing here. That is some very improvised outfit, but good for her. At least past Lera overcame whatever prompt. You guys are so lucky I'm not showing you my like further sketchbook. My sketchbooks from like high school, I am not showing those because I swear to god those are actually like just 90% vent art. Like, those are like insane depression drawings. There's just so many. Like, these are pretty mild. Like, I did the same. I drew a gore and my character's dying. It's just a teenager thing. It's just the struggling. It's just the struggling teenager thing. Don't worry. Also, like, keep in mind that I watched so much anime. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't look too deep into this. Like, I watched so much anime at the time. I wouldn't be surprised if that drawing didn't actually mean anything, guys. Imagine the epic edging Vocaloid PVs you could have made then. We're all emo in those ages, exactly. You guys have some concerning young age drawings. Yeah. Anyway, so let's listen to Sisters' early art. And apparently this is too. One of Lucinda's sisters was a straight up ghost. I don't know why. Like she was the full-on floating, transparent dress, bandaged eye ghost. I don't know why. I don't know why, okay? Like... she does not... She's pretty normal now. She doesn't look like... She has the purple hair still and like the general like kind of vibe. But she's not a ghost anymore. I don't know why I made her a ghost. I literally have no idea why I did that. Okay, so here we are entering my watercolor phase. This is my aquarela, guys. This is my watercolor phase. This is when I got really into watercolors. And I actually drew like a lot with watercolors. I actually basically stuck to watercolor pretty much until I graduated high school. It was kind of like my main medium along with like markers. And I did it mostly for my like A-level art and like my proper like artwork for school stuff, not so much for personal art. But I did draw like a lot. Oh yeah, good little bill there. I did draw like a lot of watercolor art at the time, and it was pretty good. Like actually, watercolor was probably like one of my favorite stuff to draw with. So I was like okay at it. And I did it a lot. Like, I drew a lot of watercolor stuff. I had, like, a portable water brush. It was like a brush that you could squeeze and it would have water come out of it. So you didn't have to carry, like, a glass of water with you or anything like that. So I drew watercolor even in school. Like, I would sit during breaks, like, lunch breaks at school. And I would, like, take out my watercolor sketchbook and I would just, like, draw with watercolors. So, yeah. But yeah, these were like okay, more Gravity Falls because I loved Gravity Falls, I still do. And yeah, these actually look pretty good. And I was really into Mary from Ib. Mary was my favorite character in Ib. I don't accept any Mary slander. She's just a baby. She did nothing wrong. So yeah, like I was pretty okay at watercolor. I don't mean to brag, like the proportions and stuff are really bad, the faces look like shit. But the technique is alright. I think my watercolor technique was pretty okay, yeah. I don't know why I drew... I don't know why I drew Jinx, but I didn't really play League that much. I played League maybe like a couple times and then I was like, I hate this game. And I had time to go draw things. Okay, you have fun, Kyoko. You draw those things. Wait, I'm just gonna turn on the lights real quick. Let my tracking work there. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. So yeah, this is my watercolor face. And I drew me fan art, which is a really normal thing for a kid to make fan art of. I'm not sure why I drew me fan art as like a 15-year-old or something, but I did. So yay me. I think this one looks pretty good though. Like I quite like the background and stuff like that in this one. I think this one looks quite nice. I don't know why I drew me art though. Ah yes, me. Totally normal. Like I don't know, everybody was watching it at the time. Like I remember coming to school and all of my like weep friends were like, Lera, have you seen me? And I was like, no, what's that? And they showed it to me and I was like, whoa. What's me? Oh, and it's a music video made by Teddy Lloyd and Daoko. And you just gotta, it's very inappropriate. So content warning. It's very wild. It's beautifully drawn. It's beautifully animated. The song goes really hard. But it is a very, very inappropriate video. Yeah, like, only watch it if you're ready and if you're like at least over 16. But I would say over 18, honestly, for some of that stuff. It's hella true, but it's really good and the song is amazing. That song was actually how I found out about Daoko. I got really into Daoko's music after this song. I listen to like quite a lot of her music, like still to this day. She makes some really good stuff actually, and I'm if anything, I'm thankful to Mimi for introducing me to Deoko's music, because like girl is really good. Like her rap and stuff is really great. I'm ready. Well, you're an adult, Mystery, so it's whatever. Oh yeah, it's worse than Panty and Stalking. Like it has like some really like just like kind of like gruesome scenes as well. Like there was some gore and some just really nasty stuff in it. So like I'm just a fair content warning. Like don't watch it if you don't think you can handle stuff like that. I'm just saying. Look how thick their eyebrows are. Man, those are some thick eyebrows. Girlies popping off. Okay, so more lesbians on the right. And this was my Tokyo Ghoul face. We all had a Tokyo Ghoul face. I did watch Girl, but I didn't really like Girl. We all had a Tokyo Ghoul face. Like, don't lie to me. I know you had a Tokyo Ghoul face when the anime came out. Don't even try to lie to me. I know we all liked it. I know we all liked Tokyo Ghoul when the anime came out. I know we all watched it. But you know, these two girlies, they just never left my mind. Them and Yurikuma Arashi. I wish Yurikuma Arashi later on as well, and I drew a lot of that stuff. Insert Tokyo Ghoul me. Did you watch Tokyo Ghoul, Mr. E? Be honest. And here is Lera X Kagamine Len. The sequel. Except I didn't finish this one. And my big question is... First of all, why Pankishlen? Why Pankishlen? Second of all, why is he so tall? Why is he so fucking tall? Like, I know Len Kagamine isn't that tall. Like, I would argue that even at this age, I was already taller than him. I'm 99% sure that even at this age, I was 100% already taller than him. So the fact that I drew him so tall is honestly hilarious. Like, very funny, Lera. Sure, Len Kagamine is this much taller than you. You can keep dreaming. I drew myself with Punkish Len. Yeah, I fucking did. And I'm not ashamed. Well, I kind of am ashamed, but it's in the past. Now I draw myself with Furio Tigre, which is not any better, but it's whatever. I like how I gave myself this like really elegant dress, like we're at a ball, and then Len is just like in his punkish outfit. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I actually cannot do this. Oh, hi, Yuna. Welcome to the Lera X Len Kagamine ship. This is Clap from Final Fantasy. Yeah, I guess he kind of does look like him. Ah, I hate it here. I really do. Circus P lesbians. Circus P lesbians fan. Circus P, look, I was your big fan since I was a kid. Circus P, if you're watching this, commission me to draw for your song. I draw better than this now, but I was your fan ever since then. You should hire me, Circus P. This is the sequel. What will the next ship art show? Sorry, my Len Kagamine, I'm no longer interested in him romantically. I am a Furio Tigre stan now. Yeah, Circus P made some... No. Oh my god. So yeah, Circus P... Look at this duck friend, guys. Look him in the eyes. Look him in the eyes and tell him he's beautiful. Because he's absolutely gorgeous. This was peak duck friend design. I don't know why I redesigned him, because he clearly looked absolutely gorgeous this way. I don't know if I drew it with my left hand or with my eyes closed. Like, I don't know what the context of this drawing is, but here we are. I can't see his So yeah, this is... I deeply relate to this duck friend. We just found your duck sauna, Mr. E. This is Mr. E's duck sauna right there. Okay, so I think the rest of it is not stuff from specific sketchbooks. It's just like random drawings that I found that weren't like specifically like from a specific time era or anything like that. They're still from around that same time period, but they're kind of scattered. I couldn't really put like a proper timestamp on them. So yeah, the rest of these drawings are kind of like all over the place, but they're still from around the same time of like 2012 to 2016-ish. Right. So I think these were my The Last of Us OCs. I don't actually know the exact context of this drawing, but looking at it, looking at the background, knowing myself, I think these were my The Last of Us OCs. And I am very embarrassed. The Last of Us brain rot was so real. My The Last of Us brain rot was way too strong, and it still is. Like, the fact that I'm to this day obsessed with this game is so unhealthy. The eyes. What about them? They look beautiful. Look at them. Where's Joel? They're in a separate universe from Joel. I mean, not like a separate universe, separate, like, you know, place. They're not, are they still alive? I don't know, probably not. They're probably clickers by now, to be completely honest with you. Oh my god. More The Last of Us fan art. My desperate attempts at drawing Ellie. I was really bad at it. Yeah, like, semi-realism really wasn't my thing. It still isn't. I'm a bit better at it now, but it still is not my thing at all. So yeah, these were my attempts at drawing. Or bloaters, probably, considering how long it's been. Honestly, let's be honest. They're probably part of the Rat King. They're probably attached to the Rat King at this point. Ellie has a dislocated shoulder. Oh my god, look at her arm! Holy shit! What? How long is her arm there? Look at that! Wow, her arm behind there is so fucking long! Holy shit! God damn! What happened there? Like, her arm just came off! Her arm just fucking came off! That was amazing. Ah, yes! Knife! Kagamine Len! This looks quite old. I imagine this must be from like maybe 2013, 2014. Because it doesn't look as good as some of the drawings from 2016. Like, I don't really think that... I think that one must be quite old, looking at how bad it is. But yeah, more Project Diva fan art. Oh my god, I fucking hate it here. This is so embarrassing. No one is allowed to be happy in The Last of Us. That's not The Last of Us 2 taught us. You're so right, bestie. You are so right. Oh my god. So yeah, this is Knife Land. I hate it here. And I believe this is more proof. I believe this is more proof that Lucinda indeed can't swim. Because look how nervous she looks. I think Lucinda just can't swim, guys. I think this is canon information. Like, I think I completely forgot about that fact, but I think she just can't swim. Also, she's in the sun. You know it is really old if she's just standing there in the sun with no consequences. You know the lore wasn't solidified yet. The legs. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is amazing. This is incredible. This is what the art looks like, guys. You will never be on 12-year-old Lera's level. You will never draw as good as her. It's a canon event. Oh, for a moment I thought one of them, you know, she's happy. Sandria is perfectly happy. She's not drowning. I think I do have one old drawing of Lucinda's family at the beach, and I think one of them is drowning, but I can't remember too well. Okay. Next drawing is the last one I'm going to show today. And I really do need like a child psychologist to analyze some of these. This is the last drawing I'm showing. The depression is so real, guys. This is so... She looks so sad. Look how sad she is. Like, if sadness could be a drawing, this would be it, guys. Like, if sadness could be art, this is exactly what it would be. Like, look at this. I did really like sad clowns. Like, sad clowns were like an aesthetic that I could definitely get behind. So like, I kind of did draw a lot of sad clown art just because I thought it was cute. It's not like necessarily like... It doesn't necessarily have meaning. Me desperately trying to convince myself that my childhood depressed drawings don't have any meaning. I'm in denial, guys, okay? As there was a creepypasta that looks similar to that. This is the last thing you're showing us. It gets better. No, it fucking doesn't, Zephyr. Why would you lie to her like that? Why would you lie to her like that? If past Lera knew that I would be here putting her art on display in front of strangers to laugh at, like, I think she would have drawn even more depressed art back then. She looks ready to sing that one song from an opera about a sad clown. Am I okay? No. Clearly not. Clearly I haven't been for a very long time, judging from this stuff. Like, goddamn. Poodle's Pity Party was someone I really liked, actually, but it was a bit later than that. I did draw some fan art of him, actually. It actually gets way worse. We gotta protect the kids' innocence. What innocence? This bitch drew fucking me fan art. This kid has no innocence. Look at these badonkers I drew as a kid. Look, they have like the highlights and everything. I don't know about the innocence, man. Look at this ship art of me and Kagamine. Like, I don't know about the innocence part. I really don't. Hi, Kurai. How are you doing? So yeah. This is all I can show you today, guys. I hope you liked that. Okay, fine, I give up. It gets worse, young Lera. You're just a little 40-year-old man, fake lawyer. And I stand by that. And I stand by that. It gets better. You're now living in a rundown apartment that pigeons always breaks in and you simp over an one-off character from a visual level. Okay, first of all, I don't live in that apartment anymore. First of all, Pasla will be happy to hear that I no longer live in the pigeon apartment. I now live in an okay apartment. My current apartment is alright. It could be better, but at least there's no pigeons in it. I no longer live in the pigeon apartment, okay? But, yeah, that definitely happened. That's definitely happening, something the past Lera will have to go through. I'm rooting for you, past Lera. You will have to deal with some pigeons in your apartment a little bit later, but it's okay. Just draw some sad clowns and talk about it on YouTube and get views. It's gonna be okay. But the pigeon apartment made for good content. Yeah, it's fun when it's not happening to you. No, my apartment with the pigeons was so wild. Because sometimes I look back on that apartment and I genuinely think, like, what the fuck? You know? I also had no lights there. I don't know if you guys know, but if the pigeon apartment also, like, never had lights. Like, I would just be sitting there in the dark. Sometimes all day. It was insane. That apartment was actually wild. I don't know how I put up with it. Because now that I'm in my different apartment, I'm actually like, man, I really used to live like that. So yeah. You drew Pankish 2 times. I would go to a psychologist the moment I saw that. Look, Benami. Look. So you guys had a favorite drawing? Did you guys had a favorite drawing out of these? I think my personal favorite is I don't even know. There's just so much here to choose from. But I think my favorite is this because it's really funny. And I also really like whatever the fuck happened here. Not the drawing, but I really like whatever happened here. Baby Bill. My personal favorite was the first lesbian drawing. This one. Yeah, it's a good one. The Princess of the Books. Oh my god. CL Phantom Hive. Yeah, I drew a lot of CLs. I drew so many CLs. I wasn't like really deep into Black Battler at the time. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed this absolute insanity that 12-year-old Lera did. It was a very nice insight into my mind. We will never speak about this again. We are never gonna talk about this again. Don't ever bring these drawings up to me. I should definitely sketch more. I would love to see. I mean, I have more drawings. I have so many sketchbooks, but it just gets worse from here, you know? Like, themes-wise. Art style-wise, it gets better, but themes-wise, it just keeps getting worse. Some of us are okay CL drawings. I think that anything in most sketchbooks that looks like good, I think it's a pretty safe guess to say that I probably either heavily referenced it or like tried to copy official art, like art style, to like get better at it or something like that. I didn't trace back then. I never really traced art because I just didn't really like believe in it. Also, it was too much work to trace stuff. But I did like reference stuff heavily quite a lot, so anything that looks okay was probably like heavily referenced from the original, from like official art. Naked Spice and Wolf Girl? I never watched Spice and Wolf. Brings them up again. No, we will talk about this again, but why? Why would you do this to me? Every time Elfen Lied fanart, I did watch Elfen Lied, but I don't remember doing any fanart for it. I did watch it, but I don't remember drawing it particularly. It wasn't like my favorite or anything. Makes a highlight video of this stream. You know what, as long as I don't have to edit it. Hi Faith, you missed everything. I'm already done. Oh my god. How are you doing, Faith? How are you? I was gonna say something. Yeah, I am considering paying someone to start editing clips for me. Oh, because, oh my god, I have been, as you guys might have noticed, I have been doing weekly clips, and I've been also posting shorts weekly. So I actually gone up to 4 uploads weekly now. In the past few weeks, I do 2 videos and 2 streams, which is a lot for me. And I've been doing everything completely on my own, and it's been killing me. I have terrible wrist pain. So I'm currently looking for a clipper who I can pay to edit my videos. So if someone knows someone who does clipping, please hit me up. I am begging you. You might get a job first, it's fine. I made some commission money. I can afford to maybe pay for like 3 clips. And then I'm gonna have to go back to the grind. Oh my god. How do you stream as an ENVtuber? What do you mean? Like what software I use or what? You need to be more specific, Paw. Cooksy. Imagine. Yeah, I've been looking at like people who have commissions open and like at prices and stuff. I think I can pay for like short clips. It should be fine. I've cut up one of the streams already. I just need someone to actually just like edit it for me, like, you know, add like subtitles and effects and stuff like that. But I already cut it up, so you don't actually need to go through the stream and like sit down and clip it because I already did that. So yeah. Other than that, I am almost at 1K subscribers. My 1K preparation is actually almost done. I got half of it done. Well, someone else got half of it done. I didn't have any part in it. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Now I need to do some more preparations. I think in September, maybe September, October, we can definitely do the 1K celebration. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Yes, 10 more subscribers. So yeah, I'm very excited for the 1K celebration. It's gonna be great. What will I do for that special? You're gonna have to find out. I have something planned that's gonna be really cool. I need to wait until I'm on like my normal setup, but I'm not streaming from laptop and dying. So there's this software called VTube Studio that basically is like you import a Live 2D model. So you need to get the Live 2D model made first, and then you import it into VTube Studio, and VTube Studio is the one that does the face tracking and stuff like that for you. For everything else, I literally just use OBS. Like, I just use screen capture of my model as I speak, and I just use OBS for like normal streaming, and that's it. Oh, hi Boris! How are you doing? Very much looking to celebrating 1000 souls sacrificed to Dark Friend? Yeah! So yeah, I'm also very excited. Like, you guys have no idea what I have prepared. You guys are not ready for what I have prepared for 1K. Like, none of you could possibly guess. Never let them predict your next move. I am just so excited for that to happen. It's gonna be great. Oh my god. But yeah, Paul, I recommend just go on YouTube. There's like a lot of beginner tutorials and stuff like that for VTubing, like in English as well. I think if you just look up something like, oh, how to become a VTuber, how to like make a Live 2D model, stuff like that, you will find like a lot of information. There's like a lot of tutorials that are really good for people who want to start out with it. So yeah, just like look into it. There's like a lot of info out there, but like the basics are, you need a model made with a specific software, and you need something like VTube Studio or similar for face tracking, and then you just stream with OBS like normal. I knew a girl back in school who would draw anime characters and printed off images for anime she watched and taped them to inside of her locker. You do that? I had my own drawings inside my locker of like characters I liked. I did in some of the sketchbooks I was looking through, some later sketchbooks. I actually had anime like screenshots taped into the sketchbooks. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but apparently I did it, yeah. I used to draw a superhero picture that I thought was cool. I lost it though. Oh, that's so sad. It's a shame, yeah. It's kind of like, sometimes you feel like, oh man, I'm never gonna need this drawing in the future, you know? But then, it's kind of nice to like go back and look at stuff. I try to keep a lot of my art. I tend to not throw out artwork. You'll have lockers. I used to have a locker back in school, yeah. Not in university though. I don't know if lockers are a thing in university. Mine didn't have any, but in school I did have lockers. But yeah, it's kind of nice to like go back and look at old art, even if you're just gonna laugh at it like me, or think that maybe you have some deep problems like me today. At school, do you all have to? We don't have lockers at my school. My last school I went to had lockers. My last 2 schools I went to had lockers. My Russian school did not have lockers. The 2 schools I went to in Spain did have lockers. So yeah, I do have some things to talk about, but I think I'm gonna keep it for the next art stream. I do have some stuff. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna write it down because I do want to talk about some stuff, but I'm not gonna bring it up today. It's too much to get into. I'll see you guys on Friday for Yakuza. Okay? Do any British high schools have lockers? I don't know. I've never been to a British school. I have no idea. But yes, guys, I'll see you on Friday for some Yakuza. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you haven't lost my respect. Respect for me after seeing this art. It was a long time ago, guys. I no longer draw ship art with Len Kagamine. I draw ship art with Furio Tigre now. I'm sorry. I swear it's gotten a little bit better now. But yeah, I'll see you guys Friday. Bye bye.